So Catherine McBroom has been in a legal battle with her own brand, and now she's trying to act like she's the victim in this situation. In my mind, this is clear manipulation, and they must have a shady lawyer, because Catherine did some things that she's trying to erase from the records. So Catherine partnered with a company called TBL to create her skincare brand called 1212 Gateway. At first, it seemed like she was super passionate about this business and even created a commercial for it.
Don't be hard on yourself. Remember, be kind.
But later down the road, there were some issues between Catherine and TBL, because Catherine had a warehouse in California that she wanted to sell her products through. TBL did not agree, so pretty much Catherine took over the company, all of the passwords, changed them, and kept TBL out of all operations, which really halted the business. I believe they could have made like $60 million or so. Don't quote me on that one, but they could have made a lot more money if TBL handled everything, but Catherine wanted to use their warehouse space and she was stubborn. Anyways, now we're at the point where they are going through their legal battle, and pretty much there are certain accusations that TBL has made about Catherine and her behavior that Catherine's lawyer wants removed from the record, which would really help Catherine's case. I mean, they want to remove the line about Catherine taking all of the technology, the passwords, the logins of 1212 Gateway, and holding it hostage. In paragraph 35, they write that TBL was hopeful that the impact of Miss McBroom's takeover could be mitigated and the company could get back on track for success, which sounds good, but what Catherine wants removed is the Miss McBroom's takeover. They're trying to completely erase that Catherine took over this company and it ultimately failed because of it. This really puts a bad taste in my mouth because she did something and she needs to be held accountable for it. I mean, TBL was pretty much screwed with this brand, and I mean, is anyone buying 1212 Gateway anymore? Like, I don't think anyone's ordering anything. This is their defense. So they claim that 1212 Gateway's accusations of Catherine's behavior, like taking over the passwords, is a violation of a confidential settlement agreement that they had previously. Defendants say that the settlement bars claims relating to misappropriating passwords and, quote, attempting a coup. So Catherine literally taking over. So there's a lot of shady things happening in this lawsuit, and I do think that TBL needs to continue defending themselves because what she did was wrong and they had a huge opportunity, which makes me upset for them because I don't want to see this family fail, but they continue to do so, and 1212 seemed like a great project at first.
Share with the world your inner light. You've been invited. Step into the gate.
Now let's get into what the Ace family has been up to lately. So they posted a video titled "We're Moving" on their page, which at this point, how many times have they been moving?
This is Austin's idea here. Just put him in the room so that someone can pick them up and bag them, right?
I'm doing it in a very organized way.
This is not an organized way. This is, you're wasting time. You're walking over here. You're spending 2 minutes out of your life.
Going on my Depop. Depop link in description.
It's been a while since the Ace family posted a video on their page, and the beginning of this video was a little bit bizarre, but I do want to ask you guys what you think of Austin's hair, the blue color. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. People are wondering why the Ace family moved again. I mean, they've had so many issues relating to their home, but Catherine admits that their last home just wasn't it, and the owners were asking for far too much for it. Which I understand, the housing market is crazy, but they were renting this home, and I guess they want to make changes to it, which you can't really do when you're renting a place. So I'm a little bit confused, but I suspect that their rent was going to go up, so they got out of there.
But there were a lot of things that we wanted to change about it, and we just didn't feel like the house was worth what they were asking for. And so we kind of just stayed there for a while. We stayed there for 9-10 months?
Almost a year.
I believe they moved from Encino to now, I guess, the Glendale, Burbank. I'm not trying to dox anyone, but just it's a big city. So they moved about 40 minutes, actually a little bit closer to where I'm at. But I question what this impact means on their children constantly moving. I mean, I know there are military kids and a bunch of people who move all the time, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but it does seem like an unstable household when you see that they posted our house story 10 months ago.
T-channel nobodies that have been making videos about us and talking about us in a negative light, it's because they make money off of us and they're using you. If we're not speaking on it, it's because either it's not true, we don't want to give it attention, or we don't even know the answer to it.
Then 10 months ago, they posted a video, our new house tour, which I'm curious to whether they just like plan to do house tours every year for their content, because it does get a lot of views. But I must admit that their new place is really pretty.
Really nice. Ooh, I like it like that.
Yeah. We got TV over here, got fireplace. We have a view of the backyard, which we'll probably show you later.
So I wish them the best with their move, but I need to talk a little bit about some of Catherine's recent Snapchat stories. I don't know why Catherine is so unhinged on Snapchat, but I'm not trying to be judgmental here because she's talking about her ayahuasca experience and how she recently had her 9th ceremony, which ayahuasca is actually very common, especially out here in California, like, you know, LSD, like all of those like psychedelic drugs are very popular. I'm not trying to be judgmental about this because I know a lot of people enjoy it, but it's something that does personally scare me. It's a South American psychoactive brewed drink, which you usually drink and then you purge and then you experience the hallucination. It can actually help you with depression and improving your mood. Honestly, the throwing up and like purging part just really, like, I don't like throwing up. Not something I enjoy, but I'm surprised that Catherine has the time to do this with her children because like it's a really intense experience. So you can't be like watching your kids while you're on it. But I'm starting to think that Catherine had one too many ceremonies because she had an injury that she claims was healed by ayahuasca. This person asked, "How did you magically heal your collapsed disc?" Asking for my BF who has disc herniations. Oh, I'm sorry about your BF. Okay, I'll explain, and y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but F it. I just need to be me. Okay, Catherine. She's so quirky. Kathy. In my last ceremony with ayahuasca, I spent about 3 hours healing it with my mind. It's like I did spiritual surgery all over my body. The medicine showed me the root of where it started. I was shocked, and it told me to stand up and stop being in fight or flight mode. Ever since then, I've been back to normal. I'm not suggesting that anyone do this. She's just sharing her experience. I did look into a collapsed disc, and supposedly, like, the only way to heal it is through surgery. So I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but if you guys have had ayahuasca experiences, have you done it? Comment below. I am so fascinated hearing about these things. I don't personally know if I'll ever want to try it, but like I like to, the stories are interesting. I believe some of those posts were maybe on Instagram or possibly Snapchat, but she's been losing a lot of followers on Instagram. So overall, things aren't doing that well for the Ace family. And plus that random boost, like I wonder like where did that come from? Like did someone pay for that? But I need to talk to you guys a little bit about Landon McBroom, Austin's little brother, because he recently like clickbaited having monkeypox.
All right, y'all. Let's rewind time to about a month ago. I don't think you guys understand. I dead ass had a monkeypox scare.
So Landon posted this video on his page talking about his monkeypox scare, which I am actually pretty scared of monkeypox. Like I haven't got my shots. It's so complicated trying to figure out how to actually get the shot. But he posted about his experiences and having like, blisters all over his hands and feet.
How did I even get monkeypox, bro? I have blisters all over my hands and feet. I've never had this before. I don't know anyone who's had that before. It is wild right now, and I'm literally scared.
So Landon is being open in this video, which is cool, but he's doing it about a month after this happened. He said in his video, like, this was about a month ago, which is kind of random, I guess, to bring it up now. But a month ago, you were fighting in a ring at an arena and you were experiencing this. I mean, he even shares how he had like these wounds and he had a fight in 4 days. So I was like, wait, hold up. Did he actually fight? He did fight with with this disease that he has. Thankfully, it wasn't monkeypox, but I'm just a little like taken back. Like, why did you even like get near anyone with this? And plus, I'm sure you were training a ton. So you were in the gym. So, it's just like, please stay at home. But he didn't have monkeypox. He had like hand and foot, mouth, whatever disease.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it's called like hand, foot, and mouth, or hand, foot, head syndrome, which is basically like a rash all over your body and usually contracted from kids. And the crazy part before that is literally like 3 days before I got sick, Celine had gotten really sick.
I've actually heard of this disease before, so I believe it. And his daughter had it too, which is just like, oh, poor thing. Like, hopefully everyone's good and healed. But people are calling him out in the comments per usual. Someone wrote, you know, you only made this video to get back at Shyla for her posting the Plan B. So Shyla actually posted a picture of her with Plan B, and people claim that Landon was really hurt over this. You're just trying to make it known that you've been doing the dirty too. Because why else would you share this a month later? Nobody wants to know about your diseases, which he did talk about getting a shot in your butt, which I don't know if that's for syphilis or for like gonorrhea, but like, oh god, it's a little bit TMI. But about a week ago, the Ace family were spotted out, and this video is a little bit bizarre. I'm gonna add like some dramatic music like behind it because there's no sound, but you can see Austin's like in the car and Catherine's like on the phone like discussing, and I feel like low-key Catherine's like talking about like her lawsuit situation, like TBL, 1212 Gateway. But here's a random clip I want to share with you guys.
T-channel nobodies that have been making videos about us and talking about us in a negative light. It's because they make money off of us and they're using you. If we're not speaking on it, it's because either it's not true, we don't want to give it attention, or we don't even know the answer to it. We're still trying.
It makes it so much more dramatic when it has music behind it, but it seems like the Ace family have been out and about. Someone on Twitter wrote that the Ace family came into our store, and I honestly wouldn't have known if my coworker didn't say anything. Why the guy seemed so offended when I asked for his name, though? Like, I don't know, y'all. Sorry. Which, who knows, like, if this is true or not, but people found it funny that, like, Austin would be offended if you didn't know who he was. Which it seems like the Ace family is becoming less and less relevant. I mean, Austin's pulling a 2018 and doing, like, Cash App giveaways on his Instagram, which I don't know why. I just feel like it's so, like, 2018, 2019, like, 2016. Like, it's very, like, dated to do those type of things, but I guess he has the money to spare. People question whether these messages are real and if he actually sent money, but who really knows? Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Here's my email, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.